On with this. All right. Good morning. So it's Mike Walpert from Social Jumpstart. Welcome to another edition of Talking with Cool People. In the last couple of days, weeks, we've talked about the lunacy behind the Pokemon Go craze, how small businesses can tie into it, and it occurred to me that the meaning of Poke, to me, is not the little game. So I'd like to introduce Tom Hansen. He runs a restaurant chain in the Bay Area called Pacific Catch. 7 stores, Tom. Yes?
Right.
Tell me the real, true definition of Poke and what you're doing.
Okay. Hello, Mike. Thanks for having me on. Let's see. Pokemon is out there and it's going crazy. As we all know, we have been around since 2003, and 13 years we have been serving Poke. And Poke is a Hawaiian cuisine that is also very popular right now. There are, close to 20 new restaurants in San Francisco that have opened up Poke eateries and doing Poke. And Pacific Catch has been around 13 years doing it, and we have 7 restaurants. And we take our ahi, yellowfin ahi tuna and cut it up. And the definition of Poke is to cut in cubes. And that's the definition. And so then we marinate it, and we've been serving this for quite some time. We have 6 different flavors now. 6 different recipes. We use salmon, we use albacore, we use ahi tuna, we've used octopus. And we are really excited about a Poke Festival that we're doing this coming Sunday at our 9th Avenue location. And it's our first I Love Poke Festival that's coming up, and want to let you know about that also.
I am all over Poke Festival. Full disclosure, I am somewhere north of a customer of Pacific Catch, somewhere south of a stalker. It's definitely my regular, and I always order the Poke Bowl. So that's what struck me. And I wanted, Tom, the restaurant has such a rich and varied story, which I look forward to really digging into. My first introduction to Pacific Catch, I think maybe the rest of the universe, we talked about this years ago on the show, was when Apple introduced the iPhone.
Yeah.
And they were just displaying, here's how cool the iPhone is. And the little finger went, not octopus, calamari.
Yeah, calamari.
Calamari, San Francisco. And it came up with this little restaurant called Pacific Catch, and they pressed call just to demonstrate the phone. Everybody thought, well, that must be a fake restaurant because it's a TV commercial. What happened with that, by the way?
Well, it was not a fake restaurant. It was a real restaurant. It was our restaurant, our original restaurant on Chestnut down in the marina. And it was, they actually used our true phone number and web address and everything when they put it on there. And when you did touch that pin and it came up, our true phone number came up, and we had phone calls that started bombarding us from the minute that ran that Sunday night on 60 Minutes, and for like a month, it was one of the introduction commercials for Apple.
Right.
And, we had phone calls coming from London and South Africa and Oklahoma and New York City and all across the country and world. And every time it ran, we knew in the restaurant because the phone would just start ringing and ringing and ringing. And so it was so much fun. We got a ton of advertisement out of it. We had TVs coming down and shooting commercials, and we had Johnny Depp characters. I forget the character's name that he plays on because it led off with Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, right.
That came up over the top of the ship, and so it was a lot of fun. It was a blast. For a small business at that time, we had 2 restaurants. It was a home run for us.
Right. Nothing like a tie-in with the launch of the most transformative product ever introduced to technology since electricity. So, and what I love about the restaurant is the people.
Mm-hmm.
And we just talked about this before we started the interview. I go to Pacific Catch for the food, yes, but also because I know the people. Been going there for so many years, and how do you do that? I mean, you have a skill. You're running. It was a small business when we first met. Seven major restaurants in the San Francisco Bay Area. Not necessarily a small business anymore. how do you create that culture in a business that's usually churning?
Yeah. Well, we create an environment where it's good to come to work. People like to come to work. We treat them well. And in treating the team well, our number one focus, our number one our greatest asset in our company is our people, and not from the top down, it's from the bottom up. I mean, I have conversations every time I go in the restaurants with our team and see how they're doing. One of the questions we ask as a corporate entity at the office is, first and foremost, is this right for our people? Any decision we make, the question comes up, is this right for our people? And what's the impact of them is going to be? So we have found that by doing that, we have great success, very low turnover. Industry-wide, we're well under a turnover rate, and we have been. And I think part of it is not only do we serve a great product, we provide an environment that is good to work with, but we're also a growing company, and we promote from within. And so a lot of our managers that you'll see in our restaurants have started either as servers or bartenders or line cooks that have become chefs and become general managers for us. And we have that throughout our restaurant. Over 50% of our managers are internal promotes.
Wow.
So that means a lot to team members that are just starting to work for us.
Yeah, and it pays off. I mean, from a customer perspective, we're on the other side of the bay from each other. Yeah. But from a customer perspective, I don't go every day. But when I walk in, I get, "Hi, Mike."
Yeah.
And in this day and age, "Hi, Mike." I don't care how much I spend per month or per year. It's just good behavior, because really I'm a single guy walking in for lunch. It's not a big ticket item.
Right.
So nobody's jumping up in cheers. They're going to make a $5 tip. It's not about that. It's like genuine. I've never heard anybody grouse about working at the restaurant.
Well,
at other restaurants, and sometimes you get, "How's everything today? Everything sucks today. How are you? What do you want?" Never got that. So, Tom, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
I appreciate putting a little different spin on the pokey.
Yeah.
And I'll look forward to seeing you at Sunday Festival if I can get out there.
That'd be awesome. We'd love to have you out there.
Certainly encourage everybody else to, and we'll get to know Tom and Pacific Catch a little bit better as we roll through story marketing for restaurants.
All right. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, Tom.
Okay.